Although you may not have heard of the once thriving city of Pripyat, you've certainly heard of the disaster that sealed its fate. Pripyat was once home to almost 50,000 residents, many of whom worked at the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Now, exactly what happened on the evening of April 26th, 1986 has been thoroughly documented in numerous documentaries, television shows, podcasts, and more. As such, I'm not going to do that here. What I will say is that the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, the worst nuclear disaster the world has seen to date, was the result of poor communication, insufficient planning, and a series of truly unfortunate events. At 1 a.m. on April 25th, a safety test began that would seal the fate of the area for centuries to come. The idea was to see if, in the event of a power failure, the reactors could continue generating electricity until the backup generators powered on. As part of this test, the emergency cooling system in the reactor 4 was shut down so it wouldn't interfere with the results. Power demand in the area remained too high for the test to proceed, and it was put off until 11 p.m. This meant that the night crew, who hadn't been properly briefed or trained as to how to perform the duties of the test, would be the ones starting it. Just before 12:30 a.m. on the 26th, power in the reactor plummeted, and in an effort to regain power, several control rods were removed. Within a half hour, power stabilized, and the supervisors gave the green light to proceed. Within 20 minutes, however, the power spiked, and one of the operators hit the emergency shutdown. This should have caused the control rods to drop back into the core, but due to malfunctions, it resulted in a massive explosion. The 1,000-ton roof on the reactor 4 exploded in a fireball, and it shot into the sky. Still, it would take more than 36 hours before the citizens in the surrounding area would be evacuated. More than 350,000 people were relocated from Chernobyl, Pripyat, and about 100 smaller residential areas. They were told to pack only enough for 3 or 4 days, as it was believed that things would quickly be contained and life would return to normal. Life would never return to normal. It resulted in a truly surreal landscape, a town frozen in time. If you've ever played Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, you may have seen some of the iconic images of the city, the famous Ferris wheel, the swimming pool. Sadly, it was a Ferris wheel that never had a chance to be used. The amusement park that was scheduled to be opened 5 days later had the tragedy not happened. Today, much like North Brother Island, nature is reclaiming the land. A forest has sprung up, and round the crumbling buildings, wolf, lynx, moose, and other wildlife have moved in. And despite the radiation, the animals are thriving. Among the animals are also many wild dogs. When the city was evacuated, people left their animals behind, and after decades of breeding, they have created a beautiful, unique breed of its own. It may come as a surprise, but this was an area that could be visited at least until recently. Day passes could be obtained from the government, and numerous companies offered tours. There are hotspots in the area that are dangerous, but the radiation level in the tour area is in the range of 15 to a few hundred microrangens. Lethal doses are in the 3 to 500 range. At the time of this recording, this is a country under attack. Early in the war, tanks tore through the contaminated zone, kicking up radioactive material. This caused huge spikes in the radiation levels in the area. The future of this historic location and the country where it lives is very much in question.